Well, then I guess we getting started then. I guess we getting started, whatever. Alright, welcome back to another episode of And Another Thing. So today we're going to be talking about mental health. And I've been gone for a while off of YouTube because of my mental health. I've been trying to figure out situations on my own. I'm 21 currently. Last time I was on here, I just turned 20 and had a midlife crisis. Want to do. So
I had a fucking midlife crisis.
you know, those things last for quite some time because that never went away. But I definitely did start a couple of new things, but that's what I'm here to talk about today. I'm tired to talk about how your mind doesn't control you and how a lot of people get caught up over things that they have no control over. Start off by saying that everything in life is done in patterns and codes and ones and zeros and yin and yang and all that shit, right? So even your thoughts, like thoughts that you have, they come in patterns. So if you're accustomed to telling yourself that you hate yourself in your mind, that's a thought pattern, and your thoughts end up creating a reaction, some type of behavioral reaction, which creates an emotion. And these are all patterns and habits that you unconsciously do without being aware of. I would encourage you to be aware of these patterns, pay attention to these different thoughts and how they make you feel. Become the observer of your mind. Don't necessarily judge yourself, just become the observer. Like, for instance, I'll tell you about my experience. You know, I had a lot of issues with just confliction, like trust issues, even trusting myself. And I started to understand a pattern of mine in with my thoughts, where I would always like contradict myself in my head. And so I started to pay attention to those patterns and thinking to myself, that doesn't even feel right. Your feelings are like your natural lie detector. You pretty much get a feeling whether it's right or wrong. Like, when you believe in God, which, let's take a moment to praise the Most High. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh of hosts, God, the Almighty, whoever you believe in. All praises to Yahweh, the Most High. There's nobody higher than Him. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so a feeling, it's like, just like you believe in your whatever you believe in, that's based off of a feeling. It's not based off of what's said. It's what is said, and then you believe it to be true or not. And that's your thoughts come into play. Like, not all of your thoughts are your own. And I know that's a little bit scary to think of, but there's a lot of things that are influencing us on the outside factors that we are really not aware of. So the main issue here is that people identify with their minds, and their mind controls them. People think of mind control as a thing that other people do, which is true through manipulation and hypnosis and all those other things. But have you ever thought and considered, am I in control of my own mind, or is my mind in control of me? And I say that because I have experienced my mind controlling me, or me identifying with my mind, meaning I always have a conversation going on in my head. I'm always thinking of something, imagining things, and just my mind being very overactive and allowing me to, I would randomly think of the most gruesome, just things that doesn't even sound like me, that didn't even make sense to be me. But I would think of those things. So that's when I started to realize, like, my thoughts are not completely my own, and I have to differentiate between my own personal thoughts and the ones that are being sent to me, the patterns, the difference between right and wrong, the ones that are messing with me, the ones that wants to keep me identify with my mind, or the ones that are actually helping me in progressing to move forward. Quick break. If you like this shirt that I'm wearing, I'll do a nice little this is from my clothing line, Prieta Bea, prietabea.com. Everything will be linked. I will link this shirt down below. I believe this might be on sale. So, girl, everything's on sale pretty much because we're trying to get rid of everything. So go check it out, please. Anyways, back to the video. Now, you might be thinking to yourself,
how do I know that my mind is in control of me, or I identify with my mind?
well, have you ever thought to yourself to stop thinking, to turn your mind off? If you cannot do this, then that's most likely means that your mind controls you, or you have an identification with your mind. And I'm telling you, it's hard to not identify with your mind and to silence it. But the best way to do this is to start living in the now. Usually your mind cannot live through present moment activities. Remember this. Pay attention to this as well. When you're truly solely living in the present moment, that's you living in the now. Your mind cannot live in the now. Your mind only lives through time, which is an illusion. Your mind only lives in the past and in the future, and neither one of those things you have control over. What happened in the past, if you're still stuck on past situations, you need to accept it, understand your feelings, feel them, and then move on. There's nothing you can do to change that. So the only thing you can do is understand, learn your lesson, and move forward. Anything is just stolen from the present moment. Anything you think that could happen in the future and you're just sitting there is stolen from the present moment, because anything could happen, any possibility could happen. So basically, it's okay to reference those, but if you're constantly living in those situations, or your mind, you are just so focused on those things, and they start to where they upset you, they make you emotional, they make you drained, they make you whatever, then you need to understand that. But yeah, you need to stop. And it's not a bad thing, because for the most part, all of us do it. But the ones that progress in life understand these simple concepts. And this goes into much further in-depth things. So this is a series that we're going to be doing on the mind and mental health, and how you can eventually control your own mind and your own thoughts and not let them affect you. I'm still learning, so we're going to be going on this journey together, but I'm going to share some of the things that you could do. So I'm going to recommend a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This is my life every day. A quote from the book is, "How is always more important than what. The present moment is all you ever have. The present moment is where you find true salvation." So those are things to take with you. A few affirmations. I am abundant. I am confident. I am living in the present moment. I am intentfully working towards my goals. I am grateful to be alive every single day. I am successful already, and I am financially taken care of and financially wealthy already. Say these and put them on your heart and believe them to be true, and watch how all of the things that you want just unlock and start coming to you in avalanches. So see you guys on the next episode of And Another Thing. Thanks for watching.